Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. Well, today we're going to do 3 more of the resin molds, express molds. I kind of want to get that box done. I apologize for yesterday's disaster on those molds, but I am going to try to fix that. I was talking to Marva last night, and I think I'm going to try to fix both of those molds. But stay tuned for that because I think I'm going to do it on a video just to see if what we kind of talked about will work. So, but today we're going to do the hummingbird, the snake, and the dragon scale vase. We're going to do all 3 of them today, but we're going to be brushing all 3 of them. I am going to be using all of Laura's Chameleon powders, and normally I just mix these with clear resin, but today I'm going to brush them on. So we are going to get started on that, and once I get started brushing, I'll probably fast forward through it so that it doesn't take me like 75 hours to get them all done. So let's go ahead and start with this. I'm going to brush this in her golden apple, and that's what we're going to do with it. Now, it does have eyes, but we'll put those on afterwards. So today, today. So this one we're going to do in the golden apple. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that and go. I wanted to do this because I wanted you guys to see all of these colors brushed on, because I've never brushed all of these colors on. So that way you can, and then back them, so that way you can see what all of them look like, because they're phenomenal colors. I don't know if you guys watched Tim's video today. He used all of the chrome powders from Let's Resin on his little item that he did, and he backed his in black. And I asked him if he's ever backed the chrome powders in white, because those chrome powders are beautiful, but sometimes if you back them in white, you get a whole other effect.
Chameleon colors popping in the light, shifting shades like magic in the night. Caught in resin, but it moves so free, a masterpiece of nature, can't you see? Hummingbird and fly, it's a sight to chase, tipping for the nectar in a secret place. Dragon's nectar flower, watch it all amaze. Life's a glowing rhythm in this vivid haze. Hummingbird in flight. Yeah, hummingbird in flight. A liquid dance, no question why. Crystal blooms in a glass cocoon, reflect the light, they shimmer and swoon. Hummingbird in flight, it's a sight to chase, dipping for the nectar in a secret place. Dragon's egg to flower, watch it all amaze. Life's a glowing rhythm in this vivid haze.
Colors twist and spin, they bend and break. In every move, a new shape to take. Echoes of the wings in the rhythms hum. A world reborn when the dragons come. Hummingbird in flight.
Hummingbird in flight, it's a sight to chase, dipping for the nectar in a secret place. Dragon's egg to flower, watch it all amaze. Life's a glowing rhythm in this vivid haze. Chameleon dreams in resin so clear, colors that twist like a whispered fear. A snake coils tight in a golden hue, shifting shades like it always knew. Green to gold, it moves so slight, a living spectrum under the sky. Every glance, it's something new. Chameleon breaking through. Chameleon breaking through. Chameleon breaking through. The resin holds, but it can't confine. A dance of hues that refuse the line. Snake skin shines like a treasure untold, a living rhythm in green and gold. Shadows flicker as the colors play. The snake slithers in a bold ballet. No rules here, just a shifting code, a vibrant life in its own mode. Green to gold, it moves so slight, a living spectrum under the sky. Every glance is something new. Chameleons breaking through. Chameleons breaking through. Chameleons breaking through. Twist and turn in a resin frame, a puzzle piece with no set name. Snake and chameleon, a duo so wild, a vibrant dance, nature's freestyle. Chameleons breaking through. Chameleons breaking through.
All right, so I'm going to go over it with my brush, burnish it all in. I think I've done that, but we'll just make sure. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to clean up this mess, mix up some resin, and I will BRB. Okay, got my resin mixed up. I'm using the Bond CRAFTOR 1:1. I have mixed in my black. According to my sheet, the dragon vase holds 240 mLs. The hummingbird wall art holds 70 mLs. And the spiral snake mold holds 120 for a total of 430 mLs. So I mixed up just a tad bit more than that, and we're going to pour. And this time I mixed in the Res Midnight Black, and I mixed it well. So because I think that's what happened with my mold yesterday, is I didn't get all of the pigment paste mixed in. And sometimes, and by the way, I didn't put those molds on a heat mat. I let them cure by themselves. Those were done at 7:30 in the morning, and I took them out of the molds at 3:30 in the afternoon. So I think what it was, because when I poured the white in the one, I noticed there were striations of the pigment paste that wasn't mixed in. And sometimes that can happen if you don't get your pigment paste mixed in correctly. And once the unmixed pigment paste heats up, it can cause that to happen. And I think that's what happened. So this time I made sure it was completely, I mixed and mixed and mixed and mixed and mixed. And then I ran it through my vacuum chamber. It happens. Same thing with alcohol ink. If you don't get it all mixed up, sometimes it can not cure. I've had that happen on backs of projects. It leaves the back of your project all sticky. So it's very important to get your product mixed in. And you know what happens when you leave mica powder unmixed. It leaves bubbles, lots and lots of bubbles. So that's why it's very important to get your product all mixed in. Sometimes it's nice to hurry, but it's not always nice to hurry when you mix in your products. And that was my bad. I know better. Okay. We'll let that one settle for a minute and we'll get this one filled. And I'm not putting these on the heat mat either. I'm just going to let them cure on their own. Sometimes you don't need a heat mat for everything. And I don't use a heat mat a lot. Just usually when I'm in a big hurry and I got to learn to stop and slow down. Sometimes it's not worth your project to get in a big hurry. I wanted to mention while I'm filling these up, June 21st, we're going to have another live auction for Riley. The last auction, I didn't get to auction hardly any of my pieces off because I was doing donation pieces. So we're going to have another live auction, and it will be strictly my pieces except for one. And Marva is going to donate a custom tumbler. So mark that on your calendars. I'll be posting something in the community tab, but we're going to wait for Renee's live to get over first before I interrupt that little thing. So don't forget to go out to Renee's live on Saturday. She's having another live for Let's Resin and Amazon again. And they'll be giving away prizes, and she's doing, it's going to be longer this time. It's going to be 2 hours versus an hour and a half because she's doing a more in-depth project than what she normally does. So y'all need to go out and check that out. It's going to be exciting. Wow, you guys. I filled these, or made up the amount that they told me to make it up, and it is perfect. Perfect. They're all full. I mean, this one could use just a smidge, but not much more. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I just have just a tiny, 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 tiny bit left in here. And I might be able to maybe fill a couple little tiny molds. There you go. Spritz these with alcohol, and everybody cross your fingers I don't get mica bubbles underneath like I always do. All right, y'all. We'll see you back on Demold. Be later. All right. Catch y'all later. Okay. Bye. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. These are ready to come out of the molds. Don't pay attention to what's over here. That's for Friday's video. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what this looks like. Let's pray to God we don't have any mold issues today. Oh. So far, so good. Wow, look at that. No bubbles even. Woohoo. That's pretty. Now this is the green frog. Beautiful. Now I don't know how you're going to put a succulent in that because it's not very big. I mean, I guess that would work. It's just not very deep. It's a succulent planter. It's just not very big. I guess it would fit in there. Just got to put some rocks in there. So that's what that looks like. This is the one I'm scared to undo. So we're going to do it last. All right. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Look at that. Woo! Perfect. Love it. Wow. That is so pretty. For some reason, I don't know why I was thinking this was going to be filled in, but my goodness, look at that. How pretty is that? Should I make his eye black? It looks kind of funny gold. That looks a little better. His eye just looked funny, all gold. That's so pretty. Wow. So now these are the Chameleon powders from Laura's art studio. And I've never backed them with black so that you could see what they look like. How pretty is that? Beautiful. And that's all of the colors that she has. How pretty is that? All right, we'll get this egg out, or this egg. Yeah, this egg. Oh, I'm just nervous. I don't know why, but I am. All right, I'm bringing it up next to me so I can roll it. This is hard to do. Okay. Now, we're just going to roll it. Maybe. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. It's perfect. I really thought I was going to have like a boatload of bubbles. Wow. Now this one, I mixed the green frog and the golden apple. Isn't that pretty? Wowza. That's gorgeous. I just have one itty bitty bitty tiny bubble right there. Other than that, it's perfect. Wow. How pretty is that? You put a succulent in that. But I don't know, y'all. I think something else needs to happen with this. I mean, it just doesn't scream flower pot for me. I don't know. I'm going to think about that. I really am. But it is very pretty. Wow. All three of them turned out spectacular. That's crazy. Huh. All right, y'all. Well, there they are. All three. Very beautiful. Turned out spectacular. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And y'all should go check out Laura's Art Corner for her Chameleon powders. They are actually listed on her website under Chameleon powders. And I will link them in my description box. And y'all need to get you some because they are awesome. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment as to what you think. And If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you really should, because we make really cool dragon scale vases and snake succulent pot holders and beautiful hummingbird wall planters or hangers. Wow, that's so pretty. All right, y'all. Well, don't forget, Saturday is Renee's live. I have that listed in my community tab. So after her live, or actually before her live, I will have a video coming out. I joined a collaboration with Miss Lisa Crow and Jen at the RESINERS Poorhouse. And this video is called Copycat. It's a copycat collaboration where we were paired with someone and we had to go out and look at our paired person's videos, and we had to copycat one of their videos. So make sure you guys check out that video. I'm going to post it before Renee's live so that everybody can see it before Renee's live, so it doesn't interrupt that live. So yeah, so make sure you go check out that. It'll be a premiere because I have to list it as a premiere. So anyway, y'all, remember, stay curious, stay creative, and always stay positive. And we'll see you tomorrow for the surprise that's under here. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.